everybody out there, this is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another MUT 19 video number 2 of the day, and we got a brand new promo to talk about. Free agency has hit MUT 19, and there's a ton of new cards on the market, new solos, new packs. Let's go over everything. So we're going to start out by just jumping on over to MUThead and get a quick brief summary of the promo. Now, I will give you a little bit of a disclaimer. I did not see the Madden Daily Drop stream this morning as I was at work, so I didn't get to hear all the full details, but I think I've pieced a lot of things together. I've kind of scrolled through some of the stuff on the menus in the game, but I haven't really dived into it too much. So some of this stuff I'm kind of going to be experiencing or seeing for the first time. So if I get something wrong, don't kill me, please. I apologize in advance. So, very brief overview. Basically, we got a bunch of free agent cards that range from very low overall to about 95 overall. We have 2 master cards. Not credit cards, but master cards. That was such a dad joke, and I'm not even a dad, but that was so bad. Can we get an L in the chat for that joke? Jesus, Mike. Alright, so we got a 98 overall Earl Thomas. We got a 98 overall Le'Veon Bell. They are in sets, which we will take a look at in a moment, and those sets require a certain number of cards at overalls, different various overalls. If you get one of those cards, or either of those cards, or both of those cards, you get to choose the team chemistry on those 2 cards and those 2 only. So it's kind of taking the same formula that they used for the Journey Le'Veon Bell card, which I'm still working on getting, and there's a lot of rumors that maybe he's headed to Philadelphia, or the Eagles are targeting him, so maybe he's going to be on my all-Eagle squad eventually. But you can do the same thing with that card and Earl Thomas, who in my opinion will probably, unless they can't afford him, I feel like Earl Thomas is probably going to end up in Dallas. Honestly, wouldn't mind seeing him paired up with Malcolm Jenkins, but I don't think we can afford him at this point. So we have a bunch of offensive cards. I'm not going to spend too much time on them, but you see Darrell Williams is a 95, Brock Osweiler is an 80. So, we got a pretty wide range of cards. Couple Eagles on there, Mike Wallace, Jordan Matthews. And then we have defense, so we got Ziggy Ansah, who's a 95, Jason Verrett, 94. Damn, he's a free agent already. I feel like he's barely, I know he's gotten hurt last year, but it feels like he's barely been in San Diego. And then 80 overall Jordan Phillips. So it also gives us, as you can see here, solos and sets. 20 solos that earn scouts. Scouts is the form of currency that, once again, is very important when it comes to this promo, like like the combine. What else? Like MVPs, like team builders. And then there's sets, and there's only one set for this program, the free agency master set, which is repeatable, requires you to collect 23 free agents of various overalls, and it gives you the breakdown. We'll take a look at those in game in a moment. So this is not all that we're getting. As you guys might know, free agency starts on Wednesday. That's when all deals become official, including Antonio Brown. So I'd imagine that AB will get a Raiders type card eventually, but we have to wait for it to be an official trade as of Wednesday. We will also see guys like, for an example, and this is me being a homer, but Malik Jackson today. He was an unrestricted free agent, but he just signed with the Eagles. I'd imagine that he will get a card. There's a lot of other cards and possibilities out there. One thing to point out, the cards that came out today, minus Earl Thomas and minus, who else? Le'Veon Bell, drew a blank there, do not have team chems assigned to them yet. As they sign to their teams, they will then get an updated team chem. If they are a power-up item, which I don't know if any of these cards that released today are power-ups, they will have, obviously, the option of their old teams plus their new team. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm really excited about free agency. So I pulled up, and I'm not going to go through the whole list, but I pulled up the NFL, according to this website, walterfootball.com, the top 100 NFL free agents. Again, not going to scroll through it, but Jadeveon Clowney, franchise tagged. DeMarcus Lawrence, I believe, was franchise tagged. Le'Veon, we don't know. Trey Flowers, Grady Jarrett. There's Jordan Hicks. I'm waiting on Jordan Hicks. Don't think he's going to re-sign with the Eagles, unfortunately, but he will definitely likely get a card. I shouldn't say definitely, but I'm showing you guys to say, like, Jordan Hicks will probably get a card soon. Landon Collins, maybe not Adrian Amos because he just got one. Earl Thomas, we know. Nick Foles will probably get one. Maybe Darby gets one. KJ Wright, Zadarius Smith. It feels like everybody on the Ravens is a free agent this year. D Ford, Darrell Williams just got one. But if you guys scroll through this list, these could be some names and some cards. LaMarcus Joyner. We know Eric Weddle just signed with the Rams because they probably think LaMarcus Joyner is out of here. So Weddle probably gets a card with an updated team chem. LaMarcus Joyner probably gets a card. They're going to be rolling out cards through the rest of the week. So again, not going to scroll through the entire list, but you know, as you can see, there's quite a few. If I remember, if somebody wants to remind me, if I don't, I will link this website in this particular article that I'm looking at. K1 Alexander's name has been on Twitter all morning that he wants like 10 mil a year. But I will try to link this down below in the comment section as well. So if you guys want to take a look and maybe see what cards could be getting, you know, some upgrades there. So that's pretty helpful. But I'm looking forward to more content throughout the rest of the week and maybe even weeks with this promo, because free agency, you know, the Scouts is here, man. Scouts are probably going to be here to at least a draft promo. So I feel like this is a currency that's here for a while, and I feel like this free agency promo could last a month because teams aren't going to, people aren't going to sign everybody right away all on Wednesday. So let's go through everything that I've seen in games so far. No new objectives, if you were wondering. A little disappointed there. Would have liked to see some objectives. There's so many things to spend scouts on. It would have been nice to get some different ways to earn it through objectives. We got 20 solos. I don't know if they said this in the stream this morning, but I would imagine that we will continue to get more solos as this goes on. But if you didn't know, here's 20 of them. I don't know how many in total scouts that you earn. I've played 4 of them, but they increase from 50 to 75. I'd imagine it's like 20, I don't know, maybe like 20k worth. No, that's quite a few. Why'd I say 20k? 2k. I meant to say 2k. The final one gives you 500 scouts, so no player, no big-time player at the end there. But they do give you scouts to spend the way you want to, and of course, you don't have to use them on free agent cards. You can use them on MVPs, team builders. The store section has been updated, and we have new ways to spend these scouts. So of course, there's bundles in here. Good luck if you're spending your money on these packs, but there is a $100 bundle there that guarantees you, what is the topper? Just one? 192 to 95. Yuck. Okay? Yeah, that's why I don't spend money on packs, guys. But we have 4 different sets here. So we have a random free agent. We have 86 to 89, 80 to 83, 92 to 95. I took a look at the scout market, and if I remember, I will jump over to it, take a look. MVPs and combines, 97 overall, still sitting around 400k. It looks to me, even though this is incredibly tedious, and I've told you guys about this method before, and some people occasionally hit me up on Twitch or on Twitter and say, I've been making scouts off of this method, thank you, but it just takes forever. But if you buy a MVP, a 97 combine for pretty cheap, you can quick sell it for the scouts, then use those scouts to open up like 100 to 200 of these 155 scout packs. And if you pull an 80 or an 81, you want to sell it for market value, which looks like about 2 to 2.5k, somewhere around there. So in this case, I would sell this card. But then if you pull an 82 or an 83, you can quick sell that card, and you basically get free stubs doing that. So again, it's incredibly tedious, but if you want to do it, you can do the math. You just want to buy a higher overall card that gives you scouts, quick sell it for scouts, and then just keep re-rolling this pack. Quick sell the 82s and 83s, re-roll, sell all your 80s and 81s. And don't forget, you guys can use, and see here, we earned ourselves a couple extra scouts there. Don't forget, you can use the mobile app to sell cards, duplicate cards, a lot faster than you can on console. So this random free agent pack, I don't think there's enough free agents in the pool right now to risk it. When we get more cards throughout the week, it might become a better set, and I might actually go crazy and open like 30K worth of scouts of it and test our luck and see if we, you know, can get lucky with the 95 overalls. But I would wait for more cards because the pool of available free agent cards isn't big enough for me right now to risk that. But it looks like there is a way to make scouts off of this or coins. It's just, again, the better thing about this compared to doing the method way over here where we did the team builders for kind of the same is that these aren't fantasy packs. So it's a little less tedious. The fantasy packs, you had to open a pack, then pick a team, then open a pack. It just, my thumbs hurted thinking about doing it. But those are the store options here. And then, of course, we have the sets, guys, for Le'Veon, for Earl Thomas. I'm curious to see if we get more MasterCards. I don't think we will, but it would be kind of cool if they added them. So to get it, again, it's 23 items. We got 92 to 95. We need to get 5 of those. We'll take a quick look at the pricing there. These are about 115K on average. Then we have 86 to 89. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. And these I'm gonna range are probably about 15K, so those are pretty cheap actually. I will have to update my scout spreadsheet at some point tonight. I have to go back to work in a moment after I finish this video, so I'm not gonna be able to do it right now. But then you have 5, 8, 10 of these 80 to 83s, and a good way to tell how much you can sell these for is simply just doing this. So the 80s to 81s that we talked about a moment ago, you can blanket sell these for probably 2.2K, which makes that whole reroll method slightly easier to do. I think 2.2K on 80s and 81s is pretty good value. People, for whatever reason, and they're only at 43 minutes, which means they'll sell within about 15 to 20 minutes, which is not bad at all. I might actually try that a little bit. So that's the set. I'm more so excited for more cards and more solos and maybe limited cards. I could totally see them doing, you know, like a limited time Antonio Brown. No MUT rewards, no like 150 point pack. We got $5 for a free agency pack. Just doesn't seem worth it to me. New solo battles today. That's about it. But I think this promo has potential. It looks like there is going to be a way to make some coins off of it, or scouts, and maybe use those scouts to open up other packs. We should still have MVPs coming. I saw a lot of people kind of upset that they haven't told us or dropped more MVPs. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure they're coming. I mean, at this point, you can't complain about content. I'm sorry. We're getting so much of it. It's almost overwhelming. I know some of these cards are super duper low overall, but these cards help theme teams, and I think that's the direction that they're going in this offseason, is to just kind of focus on building theme teams, because that's something a lot of people in Ultimate Team are doing right now. The gameplay still stinks, but the content is great, and we just literally keep getting huge promos. And when I say huge, I just mean a lot of cards. We keep getting large amount of cards, whether they're high or low overalls. I think that there's almost a spot for almost all of these cards, minus like the cards under 85 overall. But I like it, man, and I think this one has potential. I'm not blown away just yet, but I see what we're going to get in the future, and I think there's going to be some really good players and cards, and I'm looking forward to it. You guys let me know how you feel about the free agency promo so far. Is there something you want to see? Hopefully we get a blitz promo out of this soon with all these things with scouts and circulation, but I am optimistic, cautiously optimistic about it. You guys let me know down below in the comment section what you want to see. I'm out, man. Thank you for watching. Peace.